Hello everyone, it's Diddy Dude here, and before we go on to the actual game, the trilogy has got an official update. There's a gallery, which unfortunately has spoiler warnings, so it has story spoilers, so yeah, we're not gonna go too much into it. There's a music player though, I like the music, I want to check the music player. Wait, what? Yo, Maya! We even see the oh, that's so cool. Wait, let's go play this one. I can barely hear it because my audio is like low, so now you guys can hear me. My personal game audio. Normally I would have, if I had OBS Studios, I would probably have my game audio loud blasting, but since it's Xbox Game Bar, I'm like putting my volume in maximum. Okay, whatever. Ooh. Oh! It's a Frank Solid. Okay, I should shut up so I can listen to this. Yeah, my man. Let's go, defended lobby. Okay. Record. Cross-examination. Oh, that was a classic. Oh yeah. Objection. Oh yeah, and it has official names too, so this will make it easier. So sometimes I did not know the official names. So, for example, Marvin Grossberg. Okay, this was the official name of Marvin. Reckonings and Regrets of an Aged Attorney. So, okay, so remember when I was digging deep into Acharya, I called it, when referring to the song, I called it Age, Regret, Retribution, because that's what, when I was trying to search up what the title of the song was, that's what I got, but it was actually Reckonings and Regrets of an Aged Attorney. Let's go, okay. So, we got more. Oh, Maya, come on. Okay, anyways, let's get out of here. Okay, that's awesome. I love that. But yeah, I just wanted to show the cool update. There's an art book, right? Obviously, I'm gonna avoid this because spoilers, and there's scene creator. Wait a minute, is this the official? Is this like built-in objection? LOL. So back then, okay, I don't know when you guys are watching this, but before this update, in order to like make Ace Attorney parodies, right, where it's like the same like it feels like it looks like Ace Attorney gameplay, but obviously it's custom dialogue, right? In order to do Ace Attorney custom dialogue, you would use objection LOL. That was the easiest way. No way. No way. I'll check that out later because I don't want to. Yeah, I'll check that out later. Maybe scene creators like it's like a built-in objection LOL. That's so cool. I mean, right now, I know Objection LOL has pretty much everything, so that's still cool if you want to do Ace Attorney parodies. That's probably the best way to do it. I don't know. Well, I'll check it out later. But there might be some things you can do with it that you can't do in Objection LOL. Who knows? Like maybe investigations. I know Objection LOL is only for like linear like videos, like courtroom trials. But if you want to do interactive, I don't know. Whatever. But it's pretty cool though. Good morning, Max. Oh yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee hee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Ooh, oh my goodness. Is the game telling us that Regina's the murderer? Like Regina's giving like villain dialogue. Don't get nervous. Here, have a glass of milk if it makes you feel better. Ha 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 ha. Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will he put on today? Let me guess. He'll fly at the end? Ooh, so Phoenix is like, oh, was that clue that Mo told her to watch it? Was that being like, oh my goodness, Mo wants Regina to watch it so that way she sees Max suffer. Oh my goodness. Mo's the murderer? Nah, I don't think. I like Mo. Please don't be the murderer. Oh, it's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Man, maybe I should start using OBS Studios because it'll allow me to it'll allow me to change the volume of this music after I finish recording, right? So I can like custom do it whatever I want. But with Xbox Game Bar, my volume's at max, right? My personal output is at max. So I can't increase it. The only way I can increase it, even though I can barely hear the music, because I barely hear the music, the only way I can increase it is by making so that on the Xbox Game Bar, when recording it'll be a little louder, but I don't want to mess up my personal audio, because like in the past, right, especially like earlier this year, like as Duty Dude was like expanding, right, as we were doing other games, as Duty Dude finally became a Let's Play channel, right, as we started doing that, a lot of the early videos, they had a lot of audio issues where the game audio was just way too loud, okay, and you can barely hear me. So I'm trying to avoid that by making sure the game audio is like purposely low, just barely enough so you can hear it and enjoy it while playing the game. But now I can barely hear it while trying to play the game too, and it'll be a little louder on your end because you can like at least custom. I don't know. It'll still be a little louder on your end, I think. Whereas for my end, like I'm speaking right now. I can barely hear it because I'm already speaking. The only way I can hear it is if I just like shut up. And then I guess you can hear it. Okay, whatever. Ah, man, I should use OBS Studio so I can like have the game audio louder for me, so I can enjoy this music. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Are we gonna see him blushing? Never mind. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Oh, it's Jacksepticeye. Top of the morning to y'all! Wait, I cannot do Jacksepticeye intro. Top of the morning! No, I cannot. I'm trying to get the correct. Top of the morning to. No, I cannot have the same pitch and accent, man. It's not gonna work. Top of the morning! No, it's not gonna work, man. I'm slamming the desk. Okay, I gotta slay me. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning, ladies. No, I'm doing it too high pitched. Top of the morning, ladies. No, it's not working, man. Not working. I'm trying to get my desk slam. The only thing that's accurate is a desk slam. But even then, in Jacksepticeye videos, it's like a slap. You know, it's not a desk slam. It's a desk slap. It's like a mic slap. Whatever. Top of the morning to ya. Oh wait, oopsies. Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Momo. Top of the morning to ya, governor. Top of the morning. That's a ticket. Attacking a day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm. But then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some. Is Max actually a fan of Automilk? Oh yeah, I just noticed. So there's autoplay too, which I'm not gonna do because, obviously you gotta. Then it'll like keep going with the dialogue. So basically, the autoplay feature, it'll be kind of like walkthroughs. You know, with those walkthroughs you see on YouTube, where they just show you that you just read along as they're playing the game, right? No commentaries. It'll be like that. So you just can sit back, enjoy the game, dialogue, and you don't have to click anything to progress to the next dialogue. It'll go through naturally. You can read it in your head, kind of like a movie or a show. Obviously, I'm not gonna do autoplay because I'm stopping the game, it's dialogue to talk, and then that'll like mess me up because then I can't go back. So yeah. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare, so let me go to court record. What is I suspicious of? Like, it is... Okay. In all honesty, we know it's not... I don't think it's gonna be Regina, okay? Regina obviously is gonna be crossed out. I was joking about it before, Regina being the villain. No, if anything, it's most likely gonna be Acro because he was... he would have reason to hate... So my original theory was, remember in the last episode, okay? My theory was that Acro was the one who killed the ringmaster because he thought, so he was waiting by his apartment, right? He was waiting by his apartment, right? He put a death threat on the poster board, on the bulletin board, so that way Max can read it. Max goes to that site, and then he, seeing Max's suit, will dump that, will use that rope, slam him, will use the rope from the top of the. Okay, remember, he's in the third floor of the apartment, right? Third floor of the apartment. I'm gonna call it an apartment. He's on the top of the building, okay? He's at the top of the building. He can easily use a rope to, he can either go down himself and beat him, like, with a strong punch, or he can, just tie an object to the rope and do the deed from there and then pull the object back up. Whatever it is, he has rope to pull it himself or the object back up. So, my theory was that he saw, Max's costume, so he went down there and killed, the person he thought was Max. But in reality, that was actually, the ringmaster. However, that theory had disproved. That theory had not. There's one issue with the theory. It's that he gave the death threat to not a death threat, but he gave the note to the murderer in Regina's pocket. Regina found it in her pocket. He gave it to Regina. He put it in Regina's pocket instead of putting it on the bulletin board. So that means he thought Regina was responsible instead of Max. Not Maya. Instead of he doesn't know Maya existed. But instead, no, he thought. So that would disprove the theory. That would mean that he thought Regina was guilty instead of Max. But I still feel like there's something I missed. Maybe there's something in the game that hasn't shown us yet that will still prove that he was the killer and killed Max. Because usually at this point in the game, right, this is like the last trial. The last investigation usually by the time you finish by the time you get to the trial, you usually have an idea who the murderer is. And I think the game wants us to believe it's Acro, so it might be Acro, but at the same time, it could still be like a plot twist. I don't know. Or maybe it's him. Maybe Bad came to life. No. What if it's like what happened with last case? No. They wouldn't do it twice in 2 cases in a row, but like Bad is actually Acro, and Bad wants to avenge Acro. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. The E word? The E word. We're relying on I can't say the word. Now I'll get contempt of court for swearing in courtroom. I have to use evidence. No! It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Oh, so he's being like a responsible adult for once. Okay. On December 30th. Never mind. I thought we were gonna have the case as soon as I thought we'll be the first ones to win win a case in the new year, but I guess we'll be the last ones to win a case in the new year. Not in the new year, in the current year. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. Well, when the new year comes, it becomes a current year in itself. So I guess the older year, you know, the aging year. I'm gonna call it the aging year. I can't just say the current year because it's always gonna be like the current year, right? When the new year happens, if the new year happened and Phoenix won, then he would have won in the current year because you know that would have been the current year. No. It would be the last victory. But the current year. But it's not that. It's not the same current year right now. I'm talking about right now. Phoenix will be the last one to win a case in this year. Okay, this year. That's what I meant. Okay, it's 2017. He'll be the last. He'll be the one. He'll be the lawyer who won the last case of 2017. There you go. Because tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Okay, court doesn't happen on Christmas Eve. I don't think. Not Christmas Eve. It's New Year's Eve. Anyways, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Ms. Von Karma. You may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. She sounds so childish when I give her that voice. Womp womp. Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we're now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene. On my orders, so still give me the credit, even though he worked overnight, give me the credits. Poor Gumshoe. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Also, he gets no overtime paid. What the fuck, Von Karma, come on. Anyway, it's time to get to work. Or shall I say, it's time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Alrighty. Muscular guy, name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I had like a brain fart. I forgot what voice I gave him. It was something like this. I'm employed as an acrobat at a very big circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you'll see the witness's room is near the crime scene. I was about to do his voice, but no. It's Von Karma's voice, okay? My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. That'll perfectly show you how I could have just used a rope and killed a person and allegedly flew away using the costume. Ooh. Oh, he might have also... Because remember, Mo still saw a costume fly away, right? If he just saw an object fly away, then that still wouldn't make sense. Oh, fuck! Shit! Holy shit, I just realized. Okay, look at the photo, okay? So remember, if you look at the crime scene photo, you can see the ringmaster does not have Max's uniform. He does not have Max's costume. But then we know that Max dressed up. I mean, not Max. We know that the ringmaster dressed up in Max's uniform. So where did the uniform go? Tell me. I'll tell you what happened. Okay, Acro actually went down himself. Okay, it was on the object. It's probably him. Okay, his body went down to tightrope. He used a rope to go down there. He murdered the ringmaster, and he realized that Mo might have been witnessing this. So in order to get away with it, what he did was he took the costume off the ringmaster and then flew back up, quote unquote flew back up. He just went back up the rope, okay? He just went back up the rope with the ringmaster's, not the ringmaster's costume, but the costume the ringmaster was wearing, which is Max's costume, around him, okay? He quickly went into ringmaster's costume and then flew up. Okay, and then that's what Mo saw. He saw Acro that took Max's costume from the ringmaster fly up. That's what happened. That's my theory. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Still not a good impression. Just like with Jack said, the guy's top of the morning impression, I messed that up. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. He saw 2 girls in a cup. Oh, why did I say that? I did not have to trump. Don't search it up, please. I was watching Annoying. Okay, so I was watching Annoying Orange, and then they made this it was like a meme about Pear and Marshmallow. They were forced to watch 2 bananas and a pear. Not 2 bananas and a pear, but 2 bananas and a grape or something. And one of the comments mention what the original video is actually. So I searched up what the original video was. I did not watch it. Thank God I did not watch it. But I got a description of it. Don't search it up yourself, please. You don't even want to look at a description. Imagine how terrible the actual thing is. Oh my goodness. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. Anyways, you feel free to clip that out of context. Why did I mention that again? 2 girls in a cup? Why did I mention that? I forgot why I made that reference. I forgot what I was saying in the game. What the fuck? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. And also, if you can clip... Okay, you guys can clip stuff out of context, right? You can clip my clips out of context, but make sure that when you do that, make sure it's in a funny way, not in a way that makes me look bad. Like, please don't, try to make me look bad by being like, ew, as you can clearly see, he's racist. No, just please do it for funny, you know? Just, those Vsauce out of context compilations, or Tom Scott out of context compilations, do it for dad's sake, where it's funny, you still respect the creator, you think they're just funny out of context. Okay, don't do it in a way that hurts my reputation. Please don't. Around that time, I heard a large Trump noise from outside the window. I looked outside, and I saw Mark Harmon. What? No! You fool! Oh, no, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Hold it! Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. Hey, at least you use another adjective, you use sad. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. I thought you wanted to get revenge because he was also your friend, but okay. Mr. Wright, Do you have a problem with the witness testimony? In the words of Ms. Vakarma, my quote yesterday's proceedings. Oh, wait. There's no way that actually happened. Very well. Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. I dishonored you. You're free to give me the contempt of court. I accidentally gave you Von Karma's voice. I know that's very offensive. I know. I mean, if I was given Von Karma's voice by accident, I would be offended too. So, I'm sorry about that. It's okay, Judge. I'm sorry. He's just like sternly looking at me. He's blinking. He's like, sure, yeah. I don't even know what the fuck you're saying outside this courtroom, because you're on the opposite side of the screen. And to that, Judge, I say, true. True. What the fuck am I yapping about? Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. And he's like to blow my nose. Amazing. I'll be back. How did I stretch the first 20 minutes of this episode? It took us 20 minutes to get to the first cross-examination. What am I doing? I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this. Yes, we finally have almost full health. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was rusty in my bed. And as usual, Sharia had to save the game. What? Oh, okay, there we go. Save here. Cool. Back. Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. Should I autoplay? Should I autoplay? Because I'm too stupid? No. I'll figure it out myself, and then I'll use autoplay. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? Anyways, I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Haha, sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Oh, no! The police have received this testimony. You did not make yourself useful in this testimony. How dare you say that you make yourself useful in these proceedings? What did he say again? What did I... Okay, yeah, Q. Hold it, let me just... I forgot what he said. You turn the lights off in your room, right? One with this... Oh, I think Phoenix's objection voice has changed. That's what I heard was going to happen in an update before it came out. That they would change his voice to be consistent with the one they have for Apollo Justice trilogy, so... rest in peace, the OG Phoenix Wright voice from the original trilogy. I think they changed that. I'll try hearing again. One would thus assume that you turn the lights off in your room, correct? That's okay, but there are safety lights outside the lodging. It's so bright, something. Okay. Oh, okay. So you're just commenting that it was like there's a lot of lights outside. He never really thought of curtains. Okay. Oh! Let me try again. Okay. Hold it! I think it's a little different. It still blends in well, like... I'm trying to think. I think it's, I think it's the one from Apollo Justice trilogy. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Pressing anchor doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something is contradictory in what he just said now. There is. Autoplay! Autoplay! Tell me what I should do! Fuck! Autoplay's only there for dialogue. So I have to choose myself. God damn it. God damn it. Gotta save. Save. Okay, ready? What did he say though? I forgot what he said. There's a contradiction. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that I was just given. Objection! If it's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of contradiction? What the fuck did he say though? I forgot he. I'll do this because I forgot. Just what in the world is this? You don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I'll not forgive any more mockeries made of this courtroom. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. Oh, thank God, thank God. Thank God. Around the time I heard a large thump noise from outside a window. Like, there's nothing contradictory in that, is there? Hold it. I'm sorry, room is on the 3rd floor. Okay, maybe there's nothing wrong. Nothing. Okay, yeah. We're gonna go tread lightly. Yeah, the game was giving us a second chance, I think. Hold it! When when it didn't take away our health. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words when Mr. Phoenix right. Tell only the truth and only the truth, just as if you were there, as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Akra's statement jives with the facts. Nothing wrong yet. What's the matter, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nothing, Your Honor. Maybe you have to say... Maybe it's one of those testimonies that are perfect, and it's only like you have to go, press everything, and then the game will automatically proceed with the next thing. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Hold it! The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was a person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with the latest bit of testimony. I don't see anything wrong, though. What's the matter, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear... Nothing? N? No, not... Okay. I'm just, like, grasping at straws to make a joke, and it's, like, terrible. Until... Oh, my goodness, a reference to November! Oh, my goodness, I'm so funny! Ah! No. Until I can find a clear contradiction. I better not overdo it. Yeah, hold it. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? Objection! That's not important! No, it is. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness testimony. I cannot, for some reason, Phoenix's objection voice, I know Phoenix's objection voice is so iconic, but I cannot, I'm still thinking, maybe it's still the OG voice. I need to hear it again. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of a maintenance on the witness's memory. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Objection! Sustain. Don't sustain that! Akra must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. And the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Fuck! Autoplay. Shit! Autoplay's not gonna help me. Fuck, I still need to use a tutorial. What am I missing? I only saw him from behind. Oh, wait, that might be it. Okay, I saw him from behind. So, there's a person's back. What are their symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as a cloak wrapped around his body. If I go to court record... Where is Max's picture? Is the cloak? Fuck. It's all consistent. He came up... He thinks before he speaks! Man, what thinking before he's speaking does? No, there's no contradiction. The symbols are there. What about hat? Wait, did he say the hat? He forgot about a hat! Oh! Press on that again! Hold up! Did I cut my lucky break? I gotta pay attention to the sort of dialogue, man. This is why people are able to ace it, because I'm like... This is why people are able to actually ace it, because I'm not focusing on the game, man. I'm just like, doing some random commentary, while actually voicing. Okay. Okay, no right roses. He did not see the hat! Oh, he did see the silk hat. Fuck! No, there's nothing wrong with that one. God damn it. He thinks about everything he speaks before... Okay, let's see. What did he say for this one, if I press it again? When did you start thinking it wasn't a dream? It's not important. Objection. No, okay. Oh! I guess we gotta start off with the first one again. Hold it, okay. Just after 10 p.m. If I go to court record, where's the autopsy report? We never got an autopsy report. No, 10:15. Ah! Time of death. You said you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, right? Sometimes, okay. Oh, the curtains seem fine, though. I don't, okay. Stop. Just after 10 p.m. We're gonna go save this. I'm gonna go try presenting the autopsy report. Because we know that it was like 10:15 when he died. So, right after 10 p.m., huh? That's a little right after 10 p.m. How's 10:15 right after 10 p.m.? It basically is, but whatever. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, okay, the voice is a little different. It's a different voice now. Okay. Let's look at actual pressing. Okay, let's look at actual testimony. Alright, because I'm looking back at I'm pressing it and then presenting it. I'm trying to find a dialogue within the pressing, but I just have to find a dialogue within here. Large thump noise from outside the window. No, but I have to find a contradiction within the actual thing. Wait. Oh, I get it. Resting in bed. You turned off the lights, but our safety lights. Oh, I saved the game, so we can do this stuff. We can try to retaking these risks. Okay, no, that testimony is actually, that part's fine. It's a thump noise, if anything. Hold it! It's on the 3rd floor. Yeah, that's correct. What am I supposed to present? If I'm saying there's something wrong with, yeah, if I'm saying there's something wrong with the noise, but we already brought it up, so the crime scene. He was lying on a box, so how did he get hit that hard, huh? No, that's not gonna be good. If I use a photo, that's not gonna do any good. Yeah, no, the voice is different. I can hear it would take that. But let me load this back up. Okay, fine. We'll use a fucking tutorial because I'm stupid. Okay, I'll be back. Oh my goodness, you guys are calling me. You guys, I know. I'm hearing the cringe. I'm hearing the cringe. You guys are yelling. You're like, cringe, cringe, as I fuck this up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So remember, okay, notice how he mentions the hat, okay? He mentions, oh, he saw the hat. You see, there's a contradiction in that. He saw the hat as the guy was flying. And the issue is, watch this. But it's not at the crime scene. Just fucking found at the crime scene. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I should look at the evidence again. I play these games like after. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need to finish. Okay, what I need to do is once I I'm able to do these recordings more often and can record in longer sessions. What I need to do. Okay, what I need actually it's not even the sessions I have are just long enough. The free time I have being able to record this game without interruptions. The free time I have is just enough so that way I can do all the recordings I need per week. I just need to record in advance so I can do all the Ace Attorney recordings together, all the Ace Attorney recordings for the for an entire case together. So that way I don't forget what happens. I don't forget about stuff like evidence because I play these. I do this record. I like last when was the last time I went to investigation? Huh? Go to options. I go to load. When was the last time? Tell me. Last time was only a week ago. Whatever, still! Man, I forgot, man. It happens. A week ago? A week ago was Tuesday. Oh, never mind. I did play Ace Attorney that day. But whatever, guys. I forget stuff, and it was gonna happen. Okay? If you you do one case across several weeks, yeah, I'm gonna forget stuff, okay? It's what's gonna happen. I gotta start recording stuff in advance, but only way I can do that is if I take a break, I take a little hiatus on do so I can I'm able to catch up, get some recordings ready so I can start recording in advance so that I can do this in longer sessions and therefore be more efficient in the game instead of fucking up over the same exact fucking thing! You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo has said he saw. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame. You would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order! Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. You guys just shout out cringe in the comments. Oh my goodness. I'm still gonna try to, not blame myself, because, I was gonna forget stuff, as I'm gonna play the game across several weeks, okay? As I'm gonna do this one case across several weeks. I would prefer it if I can do all these recordings at once, but I don't have this time, man! No, but I still don't have excuses for what was, I think reunion and turnabout, I think recorded across that one across like a couple or 2 weeks, I don't know. 2 or 3 weeks for that one. So I guess I still fucked up over that case, so I guess I don't have an excuse for that one. Well, whatever! I have an excuse for this one! Once I'm a full-time YouTuber, it's gonna be fixed. And that I missed the dialogue. I fucking missed the dialogue. Ah! Okay, I'm back. No, never mind, I did say the dialogue. God damn it. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Acro is the real culprit, or has a grudge. I'm gonna say, wait a minute, if he's on a wheelchair... Okay, we know for a fact that if he was on a wheelchair, then he wouldn't be able to climb down... never mind, he is in a wheelchair, so he wouldn't have been able to go through the rope himself. He wouldn't be able to go down the rope himself, because that would be too risky. That would be like too painful. I don't think he can fake a wheelchair injury, so... maybe he could. Maybe that's like the breakdown, we see that, but still. Let me look at the walkthrough. Let's see. Skip on the walkthrough. Okay. What did the guy say? Acro's the real culprit? Okay, just wanted to check. Okay, here we go. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion! Accuse Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Ah, I know the theory. Okay. You see, Acro's actually not in a wheelchair. If he was in a wheelchair, if he's disabled, how is he able to maintain those hot muscles, man? Think about that. How is he able to maintain that? Through hand weights? Oh shit, he could have done that. Ah! Okay. Ha ha ha! I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Well, really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder, of all things. See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on a disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. Phoenix is a poopy... But that's Mark Carlin's voice. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The children are calling you poopy heads. If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. By whipping the desk. That's slamming it. Oh, she's right. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Never mind, that fucks up my theory that he went down himself. So maybe he tied an object to a rope. That was my original theory. It could still be true, but about the costume, how did he trick Mo for the costume? Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can need a defense now. Acro had an accomplice! What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Oh, is it gonna be Mo? It might be Mo. Oh, wait. Okay, let me go skip over. Okay, looking at the walkthrough. Of course he didn't. Okay, yeah, of course he didn't. That's what the tutorial does, the walkthrough. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mysterious accomplice. Not this time, Varkarma. Yeah, that's what I thought. They wouldn't do it for 2 cases in a row. What?! You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Oh, and he slipped the note into Regina's pocket, knowing that she's gonna put it up on the bulletin board, okay? He didn't actually think Regina was gonna be it, but he knew that if he was gonna get questioned on it, it can be like, oh, I put it in Regina's pocket. Ah, something like that. I don't know. Whatever it was, it ended up working for him. Order! Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Alright, Maya. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this means this is a killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? Mr. Dingling? Oh, he's still in Acro, don't worry, he's still up here. Take that! He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room! This time I didn't have to look at the walkthrough. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there could only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. And that goes my rope theory. My rope theory might work out. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? The only issue is a costume. What did Mo see? Because that was my original theory last investigation, right? I was like, oh, he tied an object to a rope, and then he used that rope to kill the ringmaster when he was trying to kill the magician guy, Max, right? But about the costume, why did Mo saw a costume fly up? So what did he do? Did he have an extra uniform of Max's costume? And I was trying to pin it on him to begin with? Or did he try like or maybe he somehow connected, maybe he somehow was able to make the ringmaster slip out of his clothes using a rope. Maybe he was able to do that. I don't know. Because we know for a fact that Benny, he saw a ringmaster leave the room. He saw the ringmaster go to the scene of the crime with Max's clothes. So we know that for sure. We know the ringmaster was in Max's clothes, but how did he take the Max's clothes off, and how did he make Max's clothes fly while being in this room with a rope? Man, I just don't see that as possible. I mean, theoretically it is possible, but like, what say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Damn! No, we're gonna do this, okay? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he's in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright, that you are 2 steps ahead. I mean, I'm 2 steps ahead. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Ooh, we didn't see the feed. He might have had an extra copy of the. So maybe he did kill the ringmaster. Maybe his intention was to kill the ringmaster, but no, the ringmaster was in Max's clothes still. So God, how did he take the ringmaster? How did he take Max's clothes off the ringmaster with a rope? I can imagine how he made. Okay, I imagine once he got the costume onto the rope, he can just make it look like it was flying away. But how does he take it off? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. And that's the part where Sharia saves the game. So that way he doesn't have to just rely on a walkthrough, can try figuring shit out himself. Alrighty. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that actor killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about that. I'm sorry, I have a strand of hair on my tongue. So yeah, give me a second. Oh, I finally got out. But I have to wash myself because I have a bunch of spit on my hands now as I try to cat myself. I'll be back. Okay, let's present evidence. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Mr. Wait, do we have rope? Oh, we don't have rope. Wait, we don't have rope? I want to say the bronze... It's going to be bust, right? Nothing else fits other... The monkey. He used a monkey. That should be the monkey. Could it be the monkey? Ooh, that's how he grabbed... Okay, that's how he grabbed the clothes. He could use the monkey to grab the clothes. I know that. There's a bronze statue. I'm gonna present this first. Take that! What's that, a picture? Because we know if he was hit by a blunt object, so if it's gonna be the blunt object has to be the statue because that's the only blunt object that we have in our evidence. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust. It's quite a large butt. I mean, and because it's life size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah, so he just dropped it. He didn't have to use rope. Ah! And you could use a monkey to retrieve it? See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster, and that's why the hat fell off, because he hit him on the head. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's sample bust. But I don't think the monkey's strong enough to get a rope, can it? No, he dropped it and had rope connected. So there was still a rope, and the rope he was able to pull back off. So he didn't swing it, he just dropped it, but it still held onto the rope. Order! Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime, even if he were stuck in a wheelchair. It would be incredibly easy to commit. How could he possibly wheel a wheelchair into something so heavy? It's impossible! Well, Acro's an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like that bust. I mean, look at his fucking arm. Look at his fucking biceps. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? I mean, it's true, I'm very muscular, so I'll take that. Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. He should also know that I have very limited evidence, and that, luckily somebody sent me a picture of the only blunt object that happens to be missing. Just saying. Well, 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 Acro. You can't run away from things this time. Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Well, what? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't you see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Oh, that woman will stick to any load to win a case. Okay, Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of the bust. I have a strong upper body, and from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? So maybe he still used a rope. Like, he was able to stay still and just like, whee! And he, like, flinged the rope like a cowboy. I have no doubts in regards to this witness testimony. It is impossible for him to lift the bus and stick himself in the ass. I mean, stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Grr, I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Alrighty. Acro's physical state. Were the Parrots the accomplice? Hold it! Have you ever lifted up the bus before? No, I never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. He just revealed the monkey, didn't he? Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bus before? Oopsies, I'm just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna move on, okay? Please don't notice that, please don't notice that. Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, so I know what the solution is. We can just present the monkey. Okay? There's no way I could have exerted. That makes it impossible for me to have known. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me. Oh yeah, so I think eventually we can present the monkey. Hold it. So, what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Damn! He roasted you! Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Whoa, whoa, whoa! How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. However, whatever would have been impossible. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown the bust out of the window? So I guess he didn't use a rope, I guess he just used a monkey. Hold it! How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, but it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window. Hold it! Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. No, I don't think you were carrying the bus. I think you went through the window. I think you had money, carried the bus, and then you lifted the money up, and then you told him to drop it as soon as you hovered money over the correct spot, okay? You didn't directly carry the bust. You had someone carry the bust, and which carried the bust for you. I mean, whatever. Maybe he didn't lift money up. Maybe he just had order money to do whatever. Okay, maybe money's smart. Maybe money can do things more independently. Whatever. You accept that if I was carrying a bust, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there's no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick? Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. Maya's fucking genius. Let's go! If you knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then you could drop the bust. There you go, Maya. That's what I was thinking. I love you. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow. But Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. No, I don't think it'll be unrealistic if you had the help of a monkey. If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there's no way that I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Acro's strong enough to lift up the bust. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's a ticket, Nick! Show him what you've got! I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool, but maybe we overlooked something! Okay, let's go save this game and let's go present it. Okay? Save. Let's go present the monkey, okay? I love you, Maya. Thank you. Okay, just wanted to confirm my theory, Maya. Okay, thank you. I love you for that. Okay, present. Money. Objection! I know money will be used. Okay, I know money for a fact will be used. Oh wait, I clicked on the wrong part. Then you present this one. Here! Alright, there we go. Okay, where? No. Yeah, no, okay, here, this part. When do we present money? Am I just not waiting long enough? So we did the last two ones. That would not be the one. Only my legs were injured. Oh no, but which one will it be then? Which one will it be? Hold up. If I look at the walkthrough, I know money is. I don't know which one I need to present. Okay, there's a bust in the walkthrough. Where is the part where he presents the monkey? I'm checking. 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 Wait a minute. Oh. 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 I was thinking ahead. I mean, this actually makes more sense. The money could not have told them exactly, right? It's a monkey. He'd be like, no, but he played it out there. I should have just went a simpler thing. I thought the game was hinting at that, but no, not yet, not yet. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? Or maybe monkey does not, or maybe money is not used. Yeah, money will be used for the costume, if anything. Most likely, I don't know. But yeah, the location part I should not have overthought. I should not have been like, oh, it gotta be money because they're hinting at money. No, it was the box. He played in the box there. What are you driving at, Mr. White? We know that he played in the box. Remember, in the bulletin board. I should have mentioned that. God damn it! I had it in my head, but I didn't use it. You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix, right? And that's darling. How about he shows them fucking evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Bean and the company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean if the bust was to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim? No! Order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright! Ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made, indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. What was it? However, a 20... It boasts a small but strong lock. Yeah, small but strong lock. It would be anything but the... Contents of the box? I mean, doesn't matter, because I don't have health bars. Haha. Do you recall what was inside the wooden box? There was only a small bottle of pepper, wasn't there? Get on with it! It's pretty light. Kind of. Well, What's the matter? Can't get your tongue? I don't see any relationship between the location of this head and the box contents. I think I might have overdone myself yet. No, Nick, you didn't think enough! Mr. Wright, do you still maintain the box has some sort of special feature? Indeed, it had the most peculiar feature. The size of it. The box is a remarkable size! Size? Exactly! Again, I overdone it. I think I can tell from the picture that the wooden box was very large. To lift it up, one would have been required to squat. Meaning that one would have had to take it up in both arms, right? Moreover, the box is quite heavy. It weighs in the neighborhood of 20 pounds. The box also has been carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place! Phil! You're fucking smart, Phoenix. I'm gonna spend the last time in my Paris before I get to jail. Does it even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in a plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? My monkey would have. Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I forgot. I kinda forgot. Nick! Don't tell me you're losing your memory already! No. Let's not get carried away. Hey, stick out your head a little. I've got just the thing. A Maya kid! Enough of that! No horseplay in this courtroom. And no kicking the defense attorney. According to the courtroom, the bust disappeared from the cafeteria. Oh man, I would have liked to have been kicked by Maya. Anyways! I'd like you to remember one important thing, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? Okay, the monkey. We can use the monkey for this one. That's fine. This is where we were thinking, the monkey. This is where he was sending the monkey at. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that! Don't forget, you said there's no accomplice. Or... Huh! Tell us exactly how the witness could have carried a bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove that things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? The monkey. Oh, take that! A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. And you can see it by the picture. That's pretty shiny. Slowly clicking back. Anyways. Oh, just like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometime and read a court record. Oh, my own edition. My, those are very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. It wasn't a bronze statue taken from the cafeteria. It doesn't say anything about platinum, but okay, whatever. Okay, Phoenix. Yes, they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro! Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring that bust back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order! Order! I said order! Ms. Karma! Where is the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. I better keep it hidden. We're searching for it as we speak. Me when I lie. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen a bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait. Did he mean this bust was a murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it is entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Ooh, a new vocab word for Von Karma. Instead of saying fool, she said moron. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Oh! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! Alright, this is going to prove. This is possible with the power of rope, I think. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. There's gotta be something else in the court record that can prove that what he used. Oh. Okay, small seasoning bottle. I feel like this is still important. What is the pepper? The pepper. This thing is in my evidence for a reason, right? Let's think about it. Huh. Okay, I guess there's no rope in my evidence, I'm not sure. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? I know I haven't checked the tutorial, but I'm thinking Russell Berry. This is what he saw. Russell Berry. Take that! What is this supposed to mean? Yes, what is it supposed to mean? Do you mind explaining that to me as well? You're getting barraged with questions, Nick. Why is that? It's because you're on the wrong track. Fuck. Oh, you're right, Maya. Sorry. Oopsies. Oopsies. Fine, we'll use the walkthrough. Let's see. I'm like skipping ahead in the walkthrough. Oh. 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 It's because you're on the wrong track. Oh. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. Oh, never mind. The clown did see Russell Berry, and this guy too. Never mind. My bad. Incidentally, this. Who's the murdering clown saw? So apparently, looking at the walkthrough. It's the bust. Take that! He saw Max's ball. And yes, who was the other person most on the scene? That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Objection! Actually, it does. Actually, it does. Au contraire, mon frère. My brother? I mean, I know Von Karma likes to be called, sir, so I guess it makes sense he called her brother, so whatever. It does indeed have something to do with a question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's butt. I mean, bust! What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak! There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be so easy to hang one of the cards in a bust hand. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on a bust. Just wait a moment now, Mr. Wright. Who put a cloak on a bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? Duh, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put a cloak on the bust? I mean, I'm assuming it was the murderer, Acro. I mean, he would have the most reason. Let's see. Just to check. Ah, found it. Okay, just check the walkthrough. So apparently, it was this guy. Take that! Fool! Because remember, Acro didn't actually suspect Mo of watching him, right? So, He wouldn't have any reason to put a cloak. It would have to have been before, right? By coincidence. And then that's what Mo ended up seeing. Him? You were saying that it was the victim himself? Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed a cloak on the bust? Place a cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene, so we got the wooden... Okay, that's where the rope comes in. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the Ringmaster told Max to wait in his room, and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the Ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. So he could have still killed the Ringmaster by accident when he planned to kill this guy. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night, or maybe just okay. Maybe he wasn't even trying to kill Max. Maybe he genuinely wanted to try to kill Regina, right? He wanted to kill Regina because he had beef with Regina. That's why he slipped the note into Regina's pocket. But then Russell, because he's concerned about his own daughter, he goes into the scene and gets murdered instead because he thinks that he knows that it's Acro speaking. So he's like going in for Regina so he can take down Acro himself instead of Regina getting in trouble. Or whatever. Whatever it is, I don't think he had intention to kill the Ringmaster, because he's up there, right? So my original theory was, he saw the costume. He saw the costume and then he killed this guy. But no, he could only have seen the costume if he flew up, which obviously didn't happen. He created that, so somebody went to the door and he just used the bust. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the Ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, just the cloak itself flew. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix, right? As much as you tried, as much as you schemed, it just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset for this. I was like, what's going on? And then it fucking was like, it's up there! Perfect comedy detective show stuff. The circus isn't over yet. What? Whoa. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. The impact also caused... so he didn't purposely put it himself, it was by accident. The impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with a cloak dangling on it, primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. Woo. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. I should show this to my physics teacher. Physics teachers be like, whoa, that's not how physics work. But then I actually, that's what I think. But then I show it to them, and then they're like, whoa, they got on part right. That's true. When you have a heavy object hit something with such a large impact, it kind of like gets stuck onto it. I mean, it just could be like sticky properties, you know. What if Max's cloak is extra sticky, you know? It could be the case. Anyways, so you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop a murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro! It could have only been you. And there we go, we actually definitively did it. But I feel like it's at 4-1, so there's still another part of the trial. Yikes. What could happen now? Because we already proved that it's more likely to be Acro, right? Acro's more likely to be the murderer than Max because Acro's the only one who could have made the cloak look like flying, right? We were able to prove that how he murdered it, how he was able to murder, and also make it look like, also go with the other witnesses' testimonies, right? Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. You don't have... There's more evidence to my story than there is to yours. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there could only be one possible murder weapon. I mean, murder method. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use it and get out of this jam. There is? That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Amongst us. Among us. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Oh, again, I'm relying on pop culture references. Ooh, Among Us. I'm so funny. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic trick. Ah, look at it. He's using puns too. Unraveled. Anyways, let's use a walkthrough. Walkthrough. Okay. Contradiction. Okay, let's see. What's the evidence? I'm looking at the walkthrough. My badge. No, it's the hat. Okay. First one is Silk Hat. Okay, let's do that. Take that! The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all these contradictions. Fuck! You fool! Do you ever shut up? It's a sun deer. Oh my goodness. Volcrum was a sun deer. What? I'm joking. Anyways, Max's silk hat. Well, I mean, she doesn't have anger issues. Okay, okay, maybe she is. Like, not like in a romantic way. She has no romantic interest in Phoenix. Who actually ships Von Karma and Phoenix? Actually, I don't know. I want to search it up. There's probably some shippers out there. Okay, we're not gonna search it up, but you know, she's somewhat of a sun deer herself. Okay. Anyways, Max the Silk Cat was found at the scene of the crime because I'm sure she opens up later. You know, that's why people like her. No, I think she's actually like always ruthless. So yeah, probably not. Like Sundeers, they have more emotional anger, whereas Vorkarma is just plain rootless, so it's not really a Sundeer, so yeah. Anyways, Sundare, I think that's how you pronounce it, Sundare. She's not exactly a Sundare, because, you know, Sundares, they're not, like, plain rootless, they're just, like, you just get, like, a little aggressive, you know, they might, like, be a little, they won't open up to you at the beginning, but they will open up to you eventually, that's how they work. I think Vorkarma always gonna be rootless, but just, you know, in a, you know, good, heroic way, you know, she's, like, gonna take down some criminals, I don't know. No, Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust. Ah, okay, we're actually making it more definitive. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night, but the clown said something doesn't match. The clown said that there was no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? I said I can explain all of it, Parkerman! Ah! Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? You wouldn't see it? Ah. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order! Order! This is like this. We got a lot into physics, I guess. Like he's showing the imagery. He's like, "Hey, let me draw you a picture so you guys can understand what happened." Okay. Well, this is quite a shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, we'll just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick! Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Or not. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive! This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. But what do you do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good I feel like this is a good place to take a break. Ooh, and a good place to end the episode. You're right, Judge. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dinkling's testimony after recess. Enjoy your recess, kids. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Well, only for 10 minutes, though, okay? Aww, you gave us a 10-minute recess. No, but no, we're finally figuring it out, okay? So I guess I had half theory and investigation. I still wasn't able to figure out like the exact way, like with a bust, right? But now I know. Now I know better. Okay, and yeah. So I was right about a dangling object. Okay, that part was correct. I missed some parts, but you know that was expected. Well, yeah, we'll continue this next time, guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.